For some reason you went to Magic and you're banned? Well, you're not banned here, Infinity Edge. That's weird. You might have to make a new Twitch account then if you want to go there and chat. Right, thank you, Mixon. Thank you for ending this endless debate, and I can go to bed. There is no definitive better answer. There are reasons to be Grixis. There are reasons to be Tarmo Twin. There are reasons to be Tempo, straight up Tempo Blue-Red Twin. There are reasons to be each of those versions. But you know what? Twin still has bad matchups. It's Link, not Vampiric Tutor. It's Vampiric Link. Vampiric Link on Eidolon is so good that your opponent usually has to kill their own Eidolon. It's just so powerful. It's hilarious. I've been using it in some of my Grixis builds. It's hilarious. It's hilarious how whoever came up with that is a genius. You don't care their coverage team sucks. No. Okay. It's Yami, until you do it yourself, you wouldn't understand how powerful the Vampiric Link is on their Eidolon. Other Great Revel. Until you do it yourself, me showing you a deck list and explaining the card won't make an impression. I thought it was silly. I thought it was cute too until I saw it myself. I saw somebody on Twitch playing Grixis. He had 2 or 3 Vampiric Tutors in the sideboard, and he Vampiric Tutored the Eidolon, and it was brutal. It was wonderful. You like Melissa? Melissa Del Toro? Sphinx's tutelage. Painter Compost Chase Erasure. Is Compost modern legal? Huh. You're better at covering Moto games than Air Pro. Ah! Well, maybe I got a future in this then. 7th edition? Oh, 7th edition. Well, you might show a version separately. What we got? Yeah, you can't run this in modern 7th edition. See you, Captain. Good night, my Death and wow, I almost said Death and Touch. Death and Tax's friend. Sleep well. I'm going to bed, guys. I'm sorry. It's 5:30. I said I was going to go to bed half an hour ago. Come back. We're going to do some charities next week. And if you want to read the articles, I'm sticking to my guns. I really want that stuff, just like the music, downloading my music playlist. I want that to just be for the Patreons. For this foreseeable future, I'm not looking to just give that stuff away just yet. It's probably going to be a long time before I do that. I had talked to somebody. This is in the woodworks, and I'm thinking what I'll do is maybe I don't know 6 months down the line or longer. No sooner than 6. I'm sorry, Mixon, I'm going to bed. No sooner than 6 months, because I don't want my Patreons to be... But, it's Bill Griggs' control. Nah, I'm going to bed, Yami. Maybe some X amount of time, probably more, at least a half a year or longer, I might release some of the earlier articles. I might. But, I kind of want to reserve that stuff to the Patreons. Grixis control with gifts. I do like gifts. I think gifts though is... I stopped playing gifts in Modern though, Yami, because the format really is more of a turn 4 format. You really should be doing something game breaking within those first 4 turns, or you're probably going to lose. The problem with gifts is it's a turn 4 unless you run something like Sylvan, Carrington if you're like a bug gifts build. Also the Grixis control with gifts would need... probably to run a hint of white so you could potentially run the Reanimator package. So it'd be greedy, it'd probably be 4-color. But on that note, the problem with gifts, I love that card. I built it so many different ways. The problem with it is if you're not doing it sooner than turn 4, it's a little too slow for the format. Keep him talking. Very clever, Infinity. This is a sweet deck, though. I recommend you build it. Let's do a screenshotty. Some of the border posts are cut off, but you get the idea. It's a very fun deck. Yeah, see you, Yami. I appreciate you guys asking the hard questions. I don't get You know, if somebody comes into the stream and says my deck's bad, I don't get butthurt. I'll try to explain my side of the story. I'm not saying I'm right. I don't agree with you that the deck's bad, but I certainly don't think the deck's good. Especially with Abrupt. Look at that, we got another Patreon. That's so awesome. You guys are really making my Moto dreams and stream dreams come true. Despite not making partner, we're still doing amazing things. We're doing charities. You guys have no idea how awesome you are. We raised $223. All right, hang on. Let's do a recap here. It's nice that I'm making a little on the... I'm not making anything, excuse me. It's nice that the stream is sustaining itself, that I can get tickets and stream more content for you guys. But let's talk about the charities we've done real quick. I want to touch on this because we might have some new viewers in here tonight. Extra Life. How awesome is it that we get to do this on this stream? I feel like the amount of money you guys have donated to the Gaming for Good is huge. You guys did this. I just gave you a place to channel your money and your passion and your tax deductions. You guys did this. I didn't do this. You are awesome, Infinity. You are awesome. Look at this. I don't know if... I don't remember necessarily if you were one of the ones donating to, but you'll have opportunities in the future to do it, Infinity, if you want to. You did this, guys. You did this. Yeah, $221 for the Extra Life Children's Miracle Hospital Network. You guys did this. I just gave you a place. I just gave you a reason. This isn't my money. This is the stream's money. This is you guys. It wasn't me. That's what I've learned about streaming. I've been streaming for 2 years, and that's what I've learned. The only thing I'm doing is I'm giving you guys a place to hang out, a place to be awesome. Sure, there's a little commentary and shenanigans. That's great. I try to be entertaining, but really, what it's about you guys. It's about you guys and what you guys can achieve. And I'm just channeling it. I'm just channeling that passion. That's all I'm doing. I'm just channeling your passion. You know, couldn't have done this without you guys. We more than raced for our goal. Same with this one. The Gaming for Good, $405 out of 400. That's impressive. And this all goes to the Save the Children Foundation. I don't see a cent. Gaming for Good doesn't see a cent. It's going to fight Ebola. It's going to Nepal for relief. Like, that's awesome. Can I come over and sometimes we can do coverage? Maybe Infinity Edge. I sometimes have guest stars. We had Jack on here once. Jack, Killer Night Zero, or whatever, Killed Night Zero. I have people come on and do commentary sometimes. Undercover. I'm so excited though, guys. None of this is possible without you guys. Without you guys, my viewers, you guys, I don't know if I thank you enough. I'm thanking you. This goes out to you guys. Seriously, I couldn't do what I do without you guys. Athene started Gaming for Good. Yes, he did. That was Athene. So I had to thank Athene, I guess, because he's enabling me to do the Save the Children Foundation donations. I'm pretty sure it was Athene that set it up. You suck at magic, I was kidding. Oh. How awesome is this? If you guys don't know Gaming for Good, let me talk about it really briefly. We're doing it next week. Save your money. It's really cool charity. So the money goes to Save the Children Foundation. You want to learn more about exactly how it's supporting the Save the Children Foundation, check this out. Go here. Learn more about what they're doing with the money. Food, medicine, anything and everything that's related to relief for third world country children. They mainly focus on third world countries. So that's really cool. You think some of these games are cool? Check them out. Because you know what? When you donate, you get points. Let's say you think this game's cool, Deep Dungeons of Doom. We actually were looking at this the other day. Let's say you think this is a cool game, right? You can use a new game, right? We're all gamers here, right? We're on Twitch. Come on, we're all nerds, right? Well, I'm a nerd. I'm not necessarily calling you a nerd. You draft BFC. Nice, Infinity. Could use some help with my draft skills. I'm really not a very good limited player at all. I just don't understand that magic. I'm too used to spells. I'm not really a creature guy. Like, you guys ever notice, like, I'm like, I don't know what to swing with. I'm not really a creature guy. I'm not. I'm definitely more combo control kind of person, but I'm trying to learn fair decks. I'm trying to learn playing creatures. Okay, creatures are kind of boring to me. Because everybody at the table, you and your opponent know what that creature's going to do. It's just obvious to everyone. Unless it has an ability on it, like Grim Lavamancer. But even then, it's really, what's the word? It's either on or it's off. It's just very basic, the decisions that you make with creatures, for the most part. Spells are just far more interesting to me than creatures. So if you thought that game was cool, you liked that trailer, if you do the math on this, so every time you donate $1 to the Gaming for Good Foundation, gamingforgood.net, you get points. You take those points, sounds like Chuck E. Cheese, I guess, a little cheesy, but it's really cool. So you take those points, right, so you're like, okay, I want this game, Spawn, looks really good. Boom. Divide this number by 2,500, you get 2,500. So even though this looks like 1 billion points, you're like, I'll never get that many. I'll have to donate so much to save the children. No, you donated $6. You donated $6. Now, what can $6 do for a third world child? You have no idea. You know how much food that is? Do you know how much, like, rice that is? Do you know how much medicine this is? You don't even know. I don't even know. But, well, I know how much rice that is, because you go to the supermarket and it's just, you get a huge bag full of rice for way less than $6. $6 goes a long way, and you got a game, and it's tax deductible. I can't sell it any harder than this. And I'm not even making any money here. This is a charity, so I'm not actually selling anything. I'm trying to motivate you guys to do a good thing. Is what I'm trying to do. And if you're an older person, older viewer, and you know tax deductible things are oh, this was Snap's deck. We played against the Lost Angels. And that's a reason for you to be interested. It is tax deductible. Firement are pretty cook. Yeah, critter decks are just kind of boring to me, Infinity Edge. That's why you might see me build a lot of like Stasis Control or Tesserator combo or Tin Fins. This is what I play in paper. If you want to get a good idea of the kind of player I am, this is what I play in paper, not card for card. This is roughly based off of what I play in paper. Like Jace is not there. Playset of Abrupt Decay, nope. But if you want to get a really accurate depiction of the kind of player I am, I play Tin Fins. This deck is wonderful. It's not card for card how I played in paper, of course. There's a lot of subtle differences. But this just gives you a kind of rough idea of the kind of decks I tend to enjoy. I don't run that many Gorios in paper either. I run 3. Fins is a blast, man. This deck is a blast. I can say that because I played it. I took this to Grand Prix, New Jersey, and guess who my round 1 opponent was? Main deck Leyline of the Void Pox. So we've been through ups and downs, this deck and I. But I'm glad I switched over from Reanimator. Reanimator's too boring. Why would I want to play a creature deck? And like, Reanimator is, like, some people call it combo. No, Reanimator is a creature deck that has some really, really good creatures in it that is also wrecked by graveyard hate. I used to play Reanimator in Legacy before I switched over to Fins. I prefer Fins. It's faster. It's faster. If you're gonna play something that's pretty vulnerable to both Counter Magic and people's sideboard, you know, Rest in Peace or whatever they have, or now Containment Priest, be a faster deck. This deck is faster. I'm not gonna sit here and claim that it's a better deck. It's not necessarily a better deck. It's the faster of the two, though. If you were to ask me, Spawn, which deck's faster, Reanimator or Tin Fins? Tin Fins. Billion times Tin Fins. It's faster. Doesn't mean it's better. Reanimator is the slightly less fragile deck, but they're both fragile decks, guys. They're both really fragile decks. So, they're both really fragile decks. Reanimator's control that hates waiting. No, they're both really fragile decks, and I'm aware of that, but they're also they're both very powerful decks. Fins is slightly faster. They're not slightly, much faster, but also more fragile.